Great to see our Kmart ball kid Travis. Congratulations to you, Travis. Loves his hoops and part of a big fan base. Just hoping the 36ers can resurrect their season with this one today. All right. Sydney. Easy. These Hungry Jacks NBL season is hotter than Sydney right now. They've come to Adelaide on a 4-game win streak, hunting third spot on the NBL ladder with their newly formed Adams, Cooks and Clark show. The 36ers with the task of stopping them and getting their own run to the final started. Hello and welcome to the Adelaide Entertainment Centre, wherever you're watching. Great to have your company, and great to have the company of MVP Corey Homicide Williams and Melbourne United Championship winner Peter Hooley. Welcome, guys.
Welcome, thanks, Dwayno. This is going to be a huge game. Sydney Kings are every bit the real deal. The Sydney Kings fans should be very excited with what's happened. They're led by superstars. They're role players and starring in their roles. You bring Clark in, I'm expecting a little bit more from him, but they are so exciting to watch. Huge game for the Kings.
Let's have a look at the DoorDash starting 5. The Sydney Kings get 30% off your first 3 orders. Use the code 3-pointer. Corey, who do you like most, or is it hard to pick one?
I like that man on the screen right there. And if you were not excited for this game, that pregame show reel of the highlights of the depth of this team, they are the real deal. And that man on the screen right there is a big reason why. In his last 4 games, 19.7, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. This is the guy right there.
Adelaide 36ers starting 5 as well, Pete. And they've got some weapons as well.
Well, they do, and they're just struggling to fire all at the same time. But you look at their starting 5, their whole team list, it's going to come down to this man right here, Sunday. He's going to have the assignment on Jalen Adams to start. Mitch McCarron will get sprinkled in, do for my other guys. You've got to try and slow him down. Jalen Adams is going to be a tough task no matter who goes after him. The Sunday Jets had a really good game on the offensive end against the Illawarra Hawks. 18 points, 5 of 8 from deep. But again, he can't put too much energy into that end because he's going to take a lot of energy to make the defensive end. It's going to have to be a thing by committee.
A little bit of pressure on CJ Bruton to get this one going for the 36ers. And it wouldn't be a game in Adelaide without the great John Casey with us. A short time ago, John caught up with CJ.
Well, on Friday night in Wollongong, Adelaide went down 19 in the second quarter, fought back to get on level terms in the third and back to within 3 in the last quarter. Coach CJ Bruton, these slow starts, though, are really making it difficult for you.
It definitely is, Case. We need to find a way to come out the blocks and get going. I think having those 2 weeks, as I said last week, I think, not playing as many games, trying to find our feet and coming out the blocks early is key and it's crucial in some of these games, so we need to find a way.
You slowed down Tyler Harvey on Friday night. What have you got in store for Jalen Adams?
Well, he's another fast, difficult young man to stop. We ain't got no tape to put on the floor, but definitely Sunday at Macca will have their work cut out for them tonight. And it's going to be a team effort as always. If you're going to shut down a player like that, it comes about the team, not about the individual.
Appreciate your time. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
CJ Bruton hoping that his team can get a run going, and final's still an option. Now, Kmart ball kid for the game today is Travis. Congratulations to you, Travis. What a moment for Travis and the family here at, what is it, Adelaide Entertainment Centre for this one. Good to see the fans in the house. 99th meeting between these two teams. 36 55, Kings 43, the first time they've met this season. So we're underway. Kings at first use of it. On a 4-game win streak. Cooks. Adams feeds it out. Vasiljevic hooks it up, throws it back out. Gonna have to put it up now. And did he get it away in time? Did he get that off?
He sure did.
All right. That's pretty good defense. For 23.9 seconds off the clock for the Adelaide 36ers. Jerome Martin making it tough one. Johnson takes him right back out. Withers. All right now. 36ers up and about early.
Good start for Withers and the 36ers. Hold them out 2 games ago.
I think we need more from Tom Williams consistently because the games where not only does he doesn't score, he doesn't take too many shots, he just kind of gets lost in the entire game. We don't see a whole lot of him on either end.
I'll be honest with you, I think they just need to run more plays for him. That's give me at 13 points.
I'm going to get it in.
See what they're doing on the defense here. They're really trying to top run. Everybody's helping each other. They're slowing this in position, trying to really any openings for anyone who's trying to have a little step back. Everybody's helping us, pushing all when it's needed. It's a good little start. Karen hands it out. Johnson takes it in style.
Great start for the 36ers. Getting stops, getting runouts. Easy buckets.
Kings fifth on the ladder right now. Slowly working their way up. Hungry Jacks in on 22 ladder. They'll be third if they win this one. Martin draws the foul. It'll elbow out is the claim, but the ref will have none of it, and the foul on Withers.
CJ Brew mentioned to John Casey how important the starts are going to be. And against any other team, they'd be important, but especially against the Kings, because in 8 of the last 9 games, the Kings have led by 7 or more at quarter time. Since round 8, their aggregate, they're plus 64 in the first quarter. The Kings, the next closest team are the Phoenix at just plus 13. Then you go to the other end of the spectrum, the Bullets are the worst in first quarters. Minus 31 aggregate since round 8, and the Wildcats minus 26. So can't afford to get off to a slow start if you're playing the Sydney Kings.
Crowd giving Mitch McCarron silence at the moment. Takes it down the floor. Good to see so many in the stands for some Sunday hoops. Feed in. Bairstow back out with us. And rebound. Pulled down by Cooks. Wants to take it down the floor in a hurry. Went coast to coast, couldn't finish it off. McCarron pulls it back down to the big round of applause. Early momentum is going to be massive, as Peter Hooley told you. That rimmed out. Adams. And it's foul. It's called on Sunday Ditch.
Good take there from Jordan Adamson. Talk about their depth. Everybody now is going to chime in, and Clark would expect to get some more bounce in this game. Never gets worse. Exciting for Hardline. Jordan Adams' price time showed 65 points between the import trio for the Sydney Kings. And think about that game against the Hawks in Adelaide 36ers. They just had 72 points in the entire team. It's a promising start, but just 3 minutes into it, they're going to sustain this the entire game. Which I mean, Corey, in third overall.
The momentum in that 14th week distinct. He was playing pretty good, but ever since that win against Brisbane and that dunk, his game has elevated to heights.
McCarron. Deck's going to have to get it up. Crowd telling him. 2 left. Big arc on it. Cooks quickly down the floor this time again.
That shouldn't happen. That's a long rebound. It's not a trophy back. Hopefully, right at the inside, get out of the top. I think that's the same area.
Didn't work for him. Johnson pulls down the rebound. And he tries to go coast to coast. No success. McCarron gives him a second go at it. Withers from outside the arc. Bam!
Good find again. Good offensive rebound by McCarron. Monster at the guard on the boards. No box out. He's going to snatch it up. Finds his open shooter. 2 of 3 early this one.
Chance points, like Withers. It's 37% from outside, so I like that he's already taken 3. Step into it. And an offensive rebound is the best time to get it up. It's real good.
I mean, as an import, your job is to come in. You're a higher gun.
Still want to close out. And on this end, let's do a better job of setting screens, all right? Them center fields aren't very good. Make sure we get hits. Right here, let's do a loop. Loop, Jay, you bring it up. SB to here. X, Rel, Swaks, you get low. X, go get SB, loop them up. Jay, hit SB. X, you set the first. Rel, you set the second. Cross screen X in the pick and roll. Go. Yeah, you can go find the space. Let's pick up the intensity a little bit right here. Come on, get the screen.
Buford knows that Adelaide have started exactly as Adelaide wanted to start. With an early told you the numbers, Kingsbury dominating in first quarters. Chase Buford trying to rev his team up with Longley there. Just taking it easy in the back seats. 13-8. Good start right now. Good start from outside. Down late 36ers and points against the Hawks. They shot a season high 31 threes. And it was their worst field goal percentage of the season, 32%. Already taken 6 threes, knocked down half of those. Bruce on the floor. Adams. First game ever in Adelaide against Adelaide for Jalen Adams. Yeah. Getting the feel for it. Karen. Back out, Ditch. And a wobble to try down eventually.
Ditch has become a reliable three-point shooter. He's worked so much in the offseason and it's paid off. It's good to see that.
We highlighted it 3 weeks ago, now with Brett Barr shooting the ball in the off-season and knows how to shoot the ball as well. Jalen Adams. Trying to work out one of the greats. See it pay off. Like Dex enjoying himself, but Brett Barr is enjoying himself seeing that as well. With us. Away from Adams. Rimmed out. DJ right spot and got hammered on the way back by Cooks. Will grab the line. John Casey downstairs.
Thanks, Dwayne. I was just listening in with CJ Bruton during that timeout, and you'll notice today that he is flying solo. Jamie Perlman, his assistant coach, was unable to be with the team on Friday night and again here today. Unfortunately, his wife, Tracy, her mother passed away in the last week, so we send our thoughts and condolences to Jamie Perlman, his wife Tracy, and their family. But just some added pressure as well for CJ Bruton here in this one as Ian Clark checks into the game for his first minutes.
That story, John, I know. Ken Cole was giving Dusty Hammers a little bit of a rev up before the game, so he's getting some assistance from one of the old greats.
It's great to know that you have support. Because when you play a together, support is important.
There you go. That's the explanation. Just 2 shots here. Going to give him absolute silence. It was normally pretty good from the free throw line as well. Daniel Johnson. This is the first. Josh with these. And what's going on the floor. Josh Buford playing this. The all-time greats. Adams will step aside. 3 rolls it play down.
And I don't understand why they're playing off that. The hottest player in the league at the moment. 2 of 2 from 3. 8 points in the first quarter.
McCarron. Withers. Under some pressure. Sotto. Back to McCarron. He might have to put it up. 5 left. Gives some thought. Long range 2. Daniel Johnson again. Gives them a second chance at it. Sunday Ditch from a metre outside. Sunday too far away. And it's still a 36ers ball. Mitch McCarron has a laugh. Maybe it's not. That's Sydney Kings. Good energy on the offensive glass, trying to get some extra possessions. That's all they're going to have to do. Dusty Hammers into the ball game. Glover. Mix it up. Sean Bruce passed up the opportunity at it and floated one in the end.
Tough take. As he said, he turns down that 3. He hesitated, but he gets a rest and it ready to go.
McCarron.
we see in the screen, the OG. And why would you not listen to a championship leader? Experienced coach.
That's what we want to hear. Just give me some tips before the game. That's a very nice jacket too. You like to see you wearing that.
Ken Cole got some swag.
Wild horses all over it. The man that he had a word to, Dusty Hanners, fills it up on cue as if he knows we're talking about it.
Maybe that's what he's saying. So just not down a couple shots. You can have this jacket too. We'll give it to you straight after the game.
I'm getting another one. I reckon it's one of a kind. Adams. Wow.
I mean, this is the hardest thing right now. God who loves to penetrate and get to the rack. He's now hitting. He's 3 of 3 from the land of Flint. Now you got to pressure him. And that feeds into exactly what he wants to do.
Turned it over and they may have. No, they haven't. Still a King's ball. Tied up at 19 apiece after the 36ers threatened to push this out to a double-figure lead.
See Daniel Johnson just slowly retreating. What he's going to do is just take a couple steps further forward and funnel Jalen Adams towards Sunday Dead Shoes on the other side. That's the only thing you keep that dribbling. It's going to go up. It's 3 of 3 from outside. They can do something else. Easier said than done.
Definitely easier said than done.
Glover, part of the seas, high up the glass. Didn't finish. So what there wasn't out of here, that's for sure. That's in the pass out. Well, I think Justin was the spot. Fouls caught on Ian Clark. Getting some court time. We're going to see a lot of Ian Clark in the closing stages of this season. Late edition, won an NBA championship with Golden State, playing with some of the all-time greats.
4 fouls in this game the other night. Again, we see it so often. Imports coming into the NBL, it takes a while to adjust the lines of officiating.
Rebound shoot. Finish it. Right on the floor. Mid-range as well. Withers, McCarron. Looks inside, nothing there. Back to Withers.
Wow, airball. It was not shy. Spoke about it. Wanted to get him up. That one just got to wait for a better look.
You know, I'm okay with him taking that shot. Where else is the offense coming from on the court? I would rather him be aggressive than passive.
Especially when game goes down, we know that he's been focal point trying to play the ball into him.
CJ Bruton seeing that lead. Wiped away. Back to aggressive boys.
But that doesn't mean you throw a 50-50 pass and throw the ball away. You ain't here to give up 2 or 3 turnovers, fellas. Hey, every possession counts. They want to play small ball, they got you. You're down at the front of the rim. You go right here, right? There can lift up. He can be the reversal. You step over and power. Keep it simple, fellas. Look after the basketball, push it. Guard the guard screen. Hey, they coming out of the floor. They want to put us in pick and roll. Right now, Jalen's hit a few. Get over the screen. But again, it's the guard to guard. It's a hustle. If you get swing, send it over the stance. You get the help on the rush.
I love that message from CJ Bruton. Keep things sorted. We talked a little bit about the Jalen Adams matchup. Who's going to try and fight, keeping him at. On the Cam Bairstow versus Xavier Cooks, just on the rebounding. Xavier Cooks has the ability to pull rebounds from everywhere with his length and athleticism. Whereas Cam Bairstow is just so fundamental. He uses his body better than anybody in the league of finding that contact first, just giving a little nudge out the way, and that ball just falls into his hands. Something we want to watch on the glass.
We saw that Friday night in Illawarra. He had 12. He had 8 offensive rebounds in that game.
We've already seen it a couple of times here, just pushing someone underneath the basket, or getting him out of the way. A veteran, smart to use his body.
Danced it in. Had the assist to Sotto, second tallest player in the NBL this season. Kai Sotto.
Right hand, left hand, little floater, middle of the lane. Starting to grow with some confidence.
working his way past a couple of Cooks left it behind. McCarron put it down the floor. He's got Hannes. He's got Bairstow. And he had almost too many options. Bairstow fouled on his way to the hoop. Disappointed he didn't get the two. We'll go to the line for a couple.
I like that from the Adelaide 36ers when you get a turnover, cause a turnover. Here's the Sotto with the right hand. That's a nice little touch, but push it down the other end. Mitch McCann pushing the ball. That's all you have to do. Sydney Kings like to play quick. A lot of teams say, okay, we're going to slow it down and get through sets. But as you mentioned, Corey, we haven't seen a whole lot of success in the half court from the 36ers offensively. So if you get the chance to push it, everybody run, good things will happen.
Bit of talk about whether Sotto does deserve more minutes. He's getting better with each game. 218 centimetres worth. Superstar from the Philippines. 2-year deal with the 36ers. And could be a critical player in the second half of this season. The 36ers trying to stay in the finals race. Glover saved the day there. Back to Clark. Long range two to find his range. Didn't get lucky with the bounce. McCarron.
No Jalen Adams on the floor. Trying to really pack it in.
Sotto went Kevin. Jan Vasiljevic. Looking a little jolting in the general area. Bairstow mops it up. Doesn't finish it off.
And that's exactly what I was speaking about Cam Bairstow. Xavier Cooks is in there. Just a little nudge at the right time. Cooks can't get the board. There's a little tangle between Vasiljevic and Sotto. It's about getting him up there and saying, oh, we can't replace them on. So if he just throws him out the way, because I tell you what, if you get him up quick, he's going to repost on the other side. You've got to deal with it again.
53 seconds left in the opening quarter. So, unsportsmanlike foul. Cooks will go to the line and they'll get possession. They're just rewinding the tape to try and double check what happened. In the meantime, let's go courtside, John Casey.
Dwayne, good contrast here at the moment between the coaches and playing this game with chess, where Adelaide have got Sotto, Bairstow, Withers all out there at the moment with their bigs. And Eric Cooks, basically, or Xavier Cooks, I should say, basically playing the 5 spot for the small ball Sydney Kings lineup. So good contrast, both trying to assert their authority the way they want to play.
It's an unsportsmanlike foul because Sotto, when Xavier Cooks went to tackle, which he does get a rebound, takes off of it. Sotto was out of position and just kind of grabbed his arm. Wasn't a whole lot in it, but no for law. He was trying to slow down the break, his frustration, and unsportsmanlike foul.
Clark trying to weave his way through them. Vasiljevic. And it must be Hannes called for that.
Up and down season, got the hand, fire. And landed from long range and short period of time. And also got a little cold for a while. And then got confusion. For him, I think that's okay for Phillips. It's maybe just trying to buy the kind of small ball. It's kind of young people in the world, similar to success. And so often in a team goes small. The opposition coach, so in this case CJ Bruton, think, do I have to match that or am I going to go with what's got for us, which is our normal rotation? So we'll keep an eye on that one. So there's a little bit of a chess game.
Vasiljevic is 84% from the free throw line. It's both in the short time, 23 apiece. Back and Silas to hit their wheel up. Going on. Here's White. Walks him out. Gets it off in here for the 36ers. Used every second floater on the run. Doesn't go. They still lead the team. Hoping to make their own run for the playoffs. 25-20. Good crowd. Adelaide Entertainment Centre for some Sunday hoops. Great to have you company.
Playing the contrast here at the moment between the coaches and playing this game of chess, where Adelaide have got Soto, Bairstow with us all out there at the moment with their bigs. And Eric Cook's basically, or Xavier Cooks, I should say, basically playing the 5 spot for the small ball Sydney Kings lineup. So, good contrast, but trying to assert their authority the way they want to play. That sounds sponsor like foul, because I thought what Xavier Cooks went to take, which he does. When he does get a rebound, takes off with it. Oh, it's out of his surface.
Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Larissa Sayan. For today's video, nandito kami ngayon sa Manawag. Magsisimba kami. Siyempre kasi mag-thank you tayo sa mga blessings kasi naka 50k subscribers na tayo. Siyempre nadamay natin sa prayers ang Cruz Cobras kasi sila tumulong sa atin. Sila nag-push na mag-YouTube tayo. Tapos, bibili din tayo ng mga pasalubong nila Kuya Gary, pasalubong sa mansion. Kaya tara. Okay guys, update. Naulan na. Pabalik na kami. Leslie, naulan. So nakibili na kami ng
To
mga
start the second quarter for the
pasalubong
36ers. Ian the big job, found the gap, and got the foul. But you know, Phil,
Pagpasok namin doon, sabi ko kayo, nagulat ako may kabaho. Isa pa lang ako, 5 plus minutes. Nag-try kami labas kami. Nakaka-bless na lang kami sa may agad.
So very promising start. Good first 10 minutes.
Area, blessing area. Sa update namin tayo, update namin kay pagtas na kami namili kasi ang lakas na ng ulan. Sorry guys. Tingnan malalim. So yun guys, para pagpagpaman kami sa ulan.
Really technically off to the City Kings. Fifth right now, 9 wins, 7 losses. They have to try the third one win this. The fifth win in a row. If they can get Cooks, and he knew it was well the way down backwards. Right up into the zero start for going in.
Exactly.
Mag-aisa kami ng gamit ng pagkain kami bukas. Pero bukas pa kami.
Put Xavier Cooks in a position to be successful. It's the high post. We speak about it all the time. He's going to back himself off the dribble against Daniel Johnson from the high post. This is another thing that's going to take people is talented they are and how they're rolling. This is the juggling acts to do right here. He's ball on the floor, Daniel Johnson, it's going to be a tough cover. Sean Bruce, he's going to come in and get guys involved with those shots. I guess Glover, he's going to spark off the bench. The Serbians still get him involved. Bales is helping out. And you've got Adams, you've got them fight. So the juggling acts still work out.
Sa atin na gusto ko lang magpasalamat sa inyo. At syempre, pinag-pray ko din kayo sa mga pinag-pray ko din kayo sa
That's a fly. Best
sana more
tangles up with Martin under the bucket.
Thank you rin ako kasi unexpected na kilala kami ng mga new friends and family. So please don't forget.
Shot goes up, you're already grabbing him. And that's because Cam Bairstow does his work so early. He just starts pushing you in slow, keep an eye on Cam Bairstow. Shots going up, he gets the hook. Not sure what Gerald Martin's talking about. Because as soon as that ball goes to Sunday, Cam Bairstow starts to nudge you underneath, where you start running down the position. And he is again on cue, couldn't fix that. Didn't get the foul. Mark by Mark. Vasiljevic lets it fly. Bale's back out. Vasiljevic lets it fly. Triple team. Different line. Danny Johnson's trying to see, trying to make his way in the loop. Different line. Sampson trying to make his way in the shot clock. Little fake there, Stars. The foul on the shot clock again. Little fake. Draws the foul. Didn't kick it, Kevin Lish. He's about to address his Kings, who 8 down, 9 down. Tie it up, they're down by 5 again.
Alright, first play right here, we're going angle pop slash. Rel, you come get JA. Pop it, swats, early slash. Rel, if you don't like the 3, it might be there. Take it on a DH on a DJ. DJ got free to a back door. Alright, fellas, every time we get it out, make or miss, let's start running more. Make them play at our pace. Let's get up and down a little bit more. Make them play at our tempo. Okay, here we go. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Chase Buford there, echoing what we were saying in the first 10 minutes is they like to play fast. To make or miss, get the ball in. That's the beauty of having that lineup when they do go small, even with Terrell Martin. 1 through 5 can get the ball off the rebound and just push it down the other end. And again, if they start doing that, Adelaide 36ers are trying to do it back. Can they sustain that for a whole game? That's what they've got to try and focus on. Terrell Martin's just got to stand the foul trouble. He's picked up another one there. Jalen Adams back into the game at 11 points. Corey, you mentioned in 7.5 minutes. We didn't see him for a while. There's still the line. But they look in his eye. Well short. Perhaps Jalen Adams only played 7.5 minutes in the first quarter. Might have started this second quarter. Just below the last minute or so went in the first. Let's see how they execute the play that Chase Buford drew up at that time. Bears don't miss us both. They dodge the ball there. The Kings. Martin. Then down Vasiljevic. Back to Adams. Been landing them from long range. Down by Daniel Johnson. This time back out. Vasiljevic. Blocked. Put it up from the Kmart logo. Didn't get anywhere near it. Sunday ditch. Bairstow. Daniel Johnson feeds it in. Sprightly at the moment, the 36, and that rams out from the hand of Kyle Withers. Cooks. Beautiful reverse. Slipped his way past him with just a half hesitation step.
You know, he gets off the rebound. He could one-man fast break, and as you can see, clearly finish slashing and getting an easy bucket.
Bairstow with a spin move, delightful. Got the crowd on their feet.
Oh, that was beautiful. Threw him in the spin cycle. Great one-on-one move. Bairstow. Travel. Good defense. Withers a really good on-ball defender. A couple plays ago, he gets the block over Vasiljevic, but Cooks, as you can see, in transition. Bairstow puts on in the spin cycle. Good left-hand finish.
McCarron, the general. Ex-Melbourne United Championship winner. Sunday Ditch. Gets the screen, gets some space. Back to McCarron. Little up fake, didn't want the shot. Bairstow with 5 left. Tough fade away too. He's doing it all.
Just keep going to the well. He's getting it done. Give him a play off of him.
Over to you, Kings. Glover back out. Adams. And Daniel Johnson found him on the floor.
And for me, on the other end, if I'm the Kings, I'm going to get the ball through hands and then just go pick and roll and put DJ on Adams. Something great is going to come out of that, just like something great is coming out of this matchup. Just get a ball to Vista.
It's just a fundamental on the NBL. Really going to be too explosive, too much. You want to go back to it. He's going to take a breather right now, Corey. Just trying to get his wing.
Adams stepped it in, up fake, and floats it in. Shows his class.
Adelaide switching it. I'm just putting Adams in pick and roll and put a big on him, 1-5. They can't stop him.
Edge gets it back. Sotto on the floor now. Daniel Johnson, pocket picked. And straight back down there on the foul to go with it and the extra. So rubbing salt into the wound there. They turn it over at one end, concede the bucket at the other. The Kings a chance to make this a 2-point game.
Somebody else can pick you up. So Jalen Adams, you'd say, wait till somebody comes to stop you. But again, he just throws it to the man who's ahead. Good finish. Through contact. That's why the Kings play.
Bullock, 72% from the free throw line.
That actually wasn't. Now he just fell.
You didn't touch me here.
So I think if you get the warning there, CJ Britton, supposed to use their warning at some stage during every game. Got it, might as well use it. Got a challenge and a warning to go to in every game rejected the game. The challenge system has been great. McCarron, little off balance, still off balance, and fouled. And we'll go to the line, Mitch McCarron.
Good one-on-one defense, harassing him. Karen finds a way to get to the basket, create contact, goes to the line for two. Jalen Adams, a little overzealous. Right at the end. But he only knows how to play one way.
Got 4 assists, a few rebounds. Just a second shot attempt, but one count, got fouled. Trying to still pick and choose when he wants to go on the offensive end.
Mitch McCarron out there. And that's what he needs to be on this team.
100%.
And you know, the last couple of years he had to pull back for the greater good for Maryland United. They were stacked all the way around. He can get that form consistent back to the camera.
Clark shows his class this
This
evening.
is a different team.
Spot on. There's Ian Clark putting on the scoreboard. Played alongside Jalen Adams for a few minutes in.
Sotto, Mitch McCarron. Corey wants to. Took the shot, Corey. The second for them, off balance though. Adams, crossover, inside, feeds it back out. Cooks gets in on Sotto, draws the foul on Kai Sotto.
He's such a tough cover.
Well, he is.
And he's so quick. He has that quickness like Sean Marion. He catches it. It's so quick that first step. And they knows that, but as soon as he catches it, I thought it was home, man. Like there was nothing. You were at the offensive play.
Well learned. Especially this is the first matchup between these two teams, but you don't have to close the gap on David Cook when he gets it out there. You know he's got a quick first step when he's athletic. You want to make sure that he's not tempting into shooting outside the ball. You don't close the gap, you don't take one step around you.
I mean, 58% from the free throw lines over your Cook, so crowd probably know the percentages. There's a chance for 100 Jack Burgers here. And to the crowd on their hoops. Absolutely loving it. 300 Jack Burgers for everyone in SA. If you used it, they're raw for their burgers there. Still a 2-point. Oh, straight down the other end. Comes back and in. Flips it out. Clark. Adams ran to a roadblock. Long range 2. Get any longer than that, your 2 points.
All you have to do is put the man in a pick and a bucket. Come on. You're going to play drop like that. It's 4-4 for...
McCarron to Daniel Johnson. Glover wearing him like a glove. And stripped him. Adams. From the corner, Sean Bruce had his moment. Couldn't land it. Detch. McCarron to the corner. And Glover slapped that out, so I think it's still 36's ball. Time called 36 apiece. Knife edge game. Critical stage of the season for both these teams. Sydney Kings win, they're back inside the top four. 36ers win, they're back in the race for the finals.
This man running the show. They have every chance to get their place today. Jalen Adams have come with the goods early in this. From the three, like this mismatch. Bucket. Put the ball on the deck. Floater. Another bucket. There's a shot by Soda Stream. Just such a nightmare to defend. He's going up against some elite defenders, but his ability to just simply get the pick and roll, that's what he's built. If they don't change up the way they defend him.
You said he's the best point guard in the NBL.
I say, I know.
Well, I'll tell you what he is. He's the best player of a pick and roll in the NBL. Just decision making, slow to fast, the way that he sees the game unfold, he just reads the defense and play ahead. And he's so crafty.
And a guy like this, he's so athletic and quick. Hit you from Atlanta plenty, you're in trouble.
Yeah, someone else has to come along for the party from Sydney Kings. Big 3.5 minutes here for both teams.
Back out Withers. All right now. Back in town, back in front.
3 of 6, 3 threes, and after 9 points in 12 minutes.
Step back from Adams.
Bam, I told you.
Back at you.
What I think, I know. Best point guard in the league. 18 points in 12.
Dusty Hannahs. Dusty Springheel. Up from the top. Little float of two.
Like all they wanted to switch with Adams. Hannahs.
Hand off. Big rejection, Bairstow. Bruce. Glover can land them. Doesn't this time. Intensity's gone up in this one. 36 is now they're going to have to match it. Mojave King getting some important court time. Dusty Hannahs again. Bairstow there again.
There he is. It's the fundamental. Cam Bairstow just putting his body in the right position. None of that. If they wanted that switch, so Sean Brooks goes to set the screen, and a lot of the time we see teams do that guard-to-guard screens. Sometimes they slip it, sometimes they don't even set it, just to cause a confusion between the defense. So Mitch McCarron and Dusty Hannahs, you watch McCarron guarding Adams, just stay locked in, and if there is a screen, you switch on contact. They got what they wanted, knock down 3 more.
Withers, catch his shoot, and another massive rebound pulled down. He's hurt himself, caught timeout.
He's gone. That's yeah, Bairstow there. You see, he's been in the NBL long enough around the shot after. Cannot do that. Cam, he should know that. Good hustle, and then cannot do that over here.
But I'll tell you this, great effort. We know what he's going to do. If you are defending him, you better face off. Not that Mika McConaughey.
And rejected by Bairstow at the other end this time. Having one heck of a season. Another great game. Here he is with it in hand again to set it up. Detch.
inside the last 2 minutes of the half. Bester, why not let it fly? Little heat check. Vasiljevic. And that high floater on the run doesn't drop for Clark.
His take just rolled off the ground. Like then 10.
Adelaide led by 2 at quarter time. Lead by 2 now. McCarron. Hannes. Takes on Adams. Likes his chances. Spins on him. Hands in the air again. Dusty Hannes.
Good take by Hannes. 1-1. Not backing down from the challenge.
Talked a lot about the Kings' fast starts. Winning over their last 9 first quarters. This is a chance to win both in the first 2 quarters of this important game here at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre.
Yes. 3 of 7 from the field in this first half. 6 points. 2 rebounds, 26.
It's looked good.
Look good this game.
And just the patience. Let the game come to you. It's out 35% on the free throw line so far. Rattles out. Yeah, error. Crowd have already got Hungry Jack's burgers. Well short. Misses both. Crowd enjoying it. A double whammy of Hungry Jack's coming their way. Grab that down the other end with us. Mops it up. And they're hot right now, the 36ers, to finish this half.
Well, their effort's been there, the energy's been there. 21 rebounds.
Cook's foul on the finish.
Outlet 36ers just has to put all their focus on Jalen Adams. Anytime there is a ball screen, he is making something happen.
Great find. Again, it starts with him turning that corner. Drawing all types of defense. Lodge it up to the big fella. Nice finish. Goes to the line for 3 the hard way.
Cooks who missed both and gave burgers last time. Puts this one in. 40 seconds and counting. Another 2-for-1 on offer for the 36ers to finish the half. Although Ditch lost it to get it back. Sneaks away from Clark, who hammers in. Johnson, Martin right with him. Has to hand it away and runs like foul. Huge stop. And the Kings will have the last say. They can tie it up here at half-time. 45-42. Whose shot to take? Clark likes his chances. Cooks smashed on the way to the hoop, and he'll go to the line. But again, such a bad option is 58% from there.
In play. You see him coming down. At the end, it's a call for the foul. Quick sub.
That's his third foul.
Straight to the rooms.
Hopefully he's fine. Shake that off. 11 points. Couple of rebounds. Real good first half by Withers.
Really good first half overall for the 36ers. 11 assists. Into the free throw line as well. Xavier Cooks struggling there himself.
This is his third free throw. Kings overall, 10 of 15.
Some points there. All the way, the other 36ers have been defending as a team. Besides Jared Adams, everyone else, they've done a pretty good job of it.
That was well short as well. So gave burgers earlier on and missed another couple. Last save of the half. Dusty Hannes weaved his way past them and will go to the free throw line for a couple to finish the half.
Great take. His ability to recognize the time on the clock and doesn't settle for just a heave and try. He just gets to the basket and gets fouled.
7 points playing with confidence. I love where
Best half, probably of the season.
No doubt. And the way where he took off from, for Xavier Cooks, he wanted to block that, to make that contact with the body. So, awareness, knowing you've got the longer Xavier Cooks behind you.
Hannes. Middle block.
Shoutout naman Kalib at Biscuit.
Grizzlies.
Ayun, shoutout po kay Kalib at Biscuit from
Major League Baseball pitchers with the picture with the Dodgers. That's some great stock. One last chance on the fly. Can you believe it? Well, that about sums it up, doesn't it? You miss 4 free throws and don't come close, but make that one. They're going to have a look at it. Oh, it's good. Really good first half from the Adelaide 36ers. I'm just going to be talking about a halftime worry about Jalen Adams. Look at that little baseball pass. Baseball bullet. That is good. That is pretty. That's a pass. That is absolute money. Barely even hits the net. It goes to that perfectly.
Cuts the 36ers lead to just 2. John Casey.
Thanks very much, Dwayne. I've got Daniel Johnson here with me. TJ, that's a tough way to close out the half. You played so well for them to drain a big 3. Just takes the wind out of your sails a little bit.
Don't know how we got it off for 1 second, but it is what it is.
You were up by as many as 8 in the first quarter, 6 during the second. What's working for you so far?
I think getting on the glass, Bear's been huge for us all year on that. He's doing it again tonight. We're making some threes. And defensively, we just got to tighten up on Adams, obviously.
Appreciate your time. Good luck. Daniel Johnson, their half-time here that arrives with Adelaide having led for 90% of the first half. It's a 2-point bumper, 47-45. Half-time from Adelaide. Stay with us here on the Hungry Jacks NBL.
Two teams have been playing like this season on the line. because it is a spot in the top four up for grab for the King. And the 36ers need to get a streak going to get themselves back into playoff contention. And they need to win as many home games as possible. They're on track to do that. Adelaide Entertainment Centre has been a rocket. 36ers led by 2 at quarter time. I think by 2 at halftime. It's looking at the Hungry Jacks. Highlights to halftime, Corey.
A fantastic first half, very entertaining. Both teams throwing blows, getting stops on these stars are stepping up at both ends. I love the fact that Adelaide, they're playing really good team basketball. They have 11 assists collectively, so the ball is being moved around. The imports have stepped up, and they're up 2 points.
And it's hard to know how it's going to travel from here. Daniel Johnson's been a little down with his numbers at home. Lately this season, can't best those 5 up. 36ers have realised it's now or never.
It sure is. I mean, it was a tough loss in Illawarra, but Illawarra got it over the hump a couple days ago, and they've come into this game legs probably a little tired, but they're looking the goods. They want to protect home. They want to get this win because they know from this point out it's not going to be easy. There's no games easy.
I'm going to change the background.
On the flip side, the Kings,
especially for those.
Jalen Adams, they do not have an answer. As I said, this is the best point guard in the league, and he's living up to that title. 18 points in the first half, 4 from the last play. Who stops him?
So that's the secret. 36ers stop him. They win the game. It's the Adams family that they put on their agenda right now to try and stop. But Adams is the main guy. Stop him, they stop the King.
He stopped him, he stopped the Kings. I love their energy by Cooks. Cooks hit at the end at the buzzer going down, and at halftime he hits that 3, makes the 2-point game. But I really love the way the game is going. I think the Kings are going to win this game. They're 1-4 in a row, and for them to get into the top 4, get that 3rd spot, they got to win this game.
Pete Hurley in the analysis center. Where do you think it's going to be won and lost, Pete?
I mean, Corey's right. Jalen Adams show for the Kings. Credit for the Adelaide 36ers team defense on everybody else, but I'm sure CJ Bruton talking at halftime is how to slow this man down. Might be the best point guard in the NBL, but he's the best pick and roll decision maker in the league by far. So just watch his decision making. He sees the game unfold before everybody else. Now, this play had just been ran the possession before. Sunday Dech, we highlighted him being the main defender. Jalen Adams saw him go underneath the screen the play before this. Normally, John Barnes comes off the second screen. Adams knows that he's going on against Sunday Dech. So he's going to step here and then get these spot right here where he just knocked down 3 balls and shoot. Since the game unfold before it even happens, he's got to be a little bit more confident about that inside. Problem is, he's such a good decision maker and knows how you're going to play as well. This is already ending at the second quarter. Watch the slow to quick speed from Jalen Adams. He's watching the play unfold. Todd Withers is guarding Xavier Cooks right here. Adams goes from just surveying where everything is straight downhill, knowing that he can get to his floater at any moment, and then Xavier Cooks does well. The space to get around here, easy 2 points. So slow here, Dech gets caught up, puts the Jets on, easy, and 1 opportunity. And the problem is, how do you guard Jalen Adams? Do you try and stop him using the ball screen? Well, the problem is he can do something with that as well. They get the switch here. Mitch McCarron tries to blow this up. So good first effort. If you're Kai Sotto right here, the only way you can try and get the ball out of Adams' hands is to stop here. Because what happens? Jalen Adams reads Mitch McCarron. He's going to come downhill, and then he's going to start testing out where Kai Sotto is. So Kai Sotto is going to start to retreat. Jalen Adams' sweet spot's right here. Watch what happens. Okay, Kai Sotto start retreating. Jalen Adams right there. This is where you've done all your hard work. You've got there Mojave King, Mitch McCarron. You buy it in the pump fake. Easy little floater. One of the best players in the NBL, but the best pick and roll decision maker by far in the league. Adelaide 36ers have to try and lock him down, but easier said than done.
He's got 18 points so far. So far, with a half still to come. Jalen Adams. Been a great month of Dunkurary so far, and up to 102,000. 51,000 for charity, 51,000 prize to win. You can head to the NBL website now for your chance to shoot for the jackpot at halftime on March 5th in Melbourne. Thanks to Dunkurary for every dunk in an NBL game during the month of February. We're giving $100 up for grabs, 500 of it to Australian prostate cancer, and the rest to the fan. Stick around, big half still to come. The 36ers season on the line, led by 2.
seen it?
Yeah, probably not our best defensive half of the performance. Too many easy drives, letting them get in the paint. Do a better job on the boards in the second half.
27-17 is the rebound count Adelaide's way. You've gone small. Any adjustments?
Well, they had to.
Second half about to get underway. 47-45, 2-point lead for the 36ers. At quarter time, 2-point lead now. Kings with first use of it. Jalen Adams, as the boys told you at half-time, been the dominant force. 18 points in the opening half. Trying to get himself a look here. And for the alley-oop start. How do you like it? Jarrell Martin.
That's exactly what I highlighted at halftime. The decision, they've seen the play unfold before it happens. Daniel Johnson was trying to get on the left side of the screen. Jalen Adams knew that, so put his head down, made a move on Sunday Detch to get to the right and threw it up to Jarrell Martin. Just sees things unfold, possession ahead. It's so hard to guard.
Karen Besto had to go and retrieve it. Takes on Jarrell Martin, gets inside him, reversed him nicely by the big star for the Flippers, Cam Besto.
Been excellent, Cam Besto, all season. You said it, Corey, most consistent player by far. All the Adelaide 36ers.
Air ball floated from the hand of Cooks. Best. Johnson, Besto, McCarron. Johnson from the corner. Big rebound. Besto's been doing it all afternoon. Stripped this time. Vasilovic. Michael Bullock. Cooks having a big impact.
First of all, you got to see how Cooks runs the court. He ran the court like LeBron usually runs the court.
Here's what I'm talking about. See Daniel Johnson in the middle of the floor. That's what happened the possession before with Jalen Adams. Look, Daniel Johnson cheated. Jalen Adams read it, threw it up. And that's what, and you're right, Corey. All of them run the Sydney Kings. That's the way they play. Xavier Cooks potentially would not have touched that ball. Chocolate Wolf was still going with a head of steam. It's so hard to guard in transition because 1 through 5, they all take off and run. And Xavier Cooks
Leaving a whole lot of money on the field.
Kings missed their last 6 free throws to end the first half.
3 of 8. Xavier Cooks. Can't get it for them. All tied up, 49 apiece. Silence the crowd. A turnover though. Daniel Johnson. And pocket pick. Straight down the other end. Martin.
Great hustle to get back into play and get a hand on the ball. And that's a very good basket by Martin. Because he has offensive end, he's been non-existent as DJ hits the 3.
Johnson hitting the double figures now. Very luckily instructions in the defensive end.
Double the man. Double him.
Well, it's getting close to box and 1 territory, you think, isn't it?
Just double him.
Get the ball out of his hands.
That's it.
Because again, to try and show the bodies his patience, we highlighted at halftime. He had to go from slow to quick. So quickly. Good knockdown there from Mitch McCarron to answer. On this end. Jalen Adams.
Here he is again. Hands it up, stumps. Michael Bullock with the floater. Never even got close. McCarron. Done this a few times to 36ers. Johnson from way outside. Every time the Kings threaten to take the lead, get hot, 36ers have an answer. Adams stepped inside. Couldn't thread the eye of the needle.
He's also gone down there, just at the end of that play. We'll see if he can get back in there. He's limping a bit in the top of your screen. Just got caught on top with us after that play.
Daniel Johnson. And
Might be the only way to really slow down Jalen Adams right now. It's just tying his shoe up. Hopefully it was just a bit of a stinger. Looks like he's right. Just going, tying his shoe up. It's just right there, just a little tiny bit, stepping on top of his foot. Inadvertently, not a whole lot in it. Hopefully, he just gets either taped up or. This is the Adelaide 36ers. The main man for the Kings is down. He's out for a little bit. And the teardrop that goes.
Tough basket. You know, he can score buckets.
Grab screen, block, no. Johnson inside, draws the foul. He will go to the line for a couple. Every time the Kings draw level, the 36ers respond. Something from Daniel Johnson again. Knocks down a couple threes, and normally this is so his head down. But normally, Daniel Johnson, he's knocked out from outside. He's only shooting 26% from three this season, so you can afford it at the current time to just take a little bit of a step off until he knocks down a few. He's 2 of 4 today, so as Xavier Cooks takes a step closer, Daniel Johnson made a career of getting to the free throw line. One of the all-time greats, Daniel Johnson, 12th season with the 36ers. More points, more rebounds than any other active NBL player. And a little down with his numbers at home overall, but he's got some pretty tough numbers to live up to. He's put together over his career. Could be the difference maker in this again. Sean Bruce gave it up. Vasilovic having a huge impact.
I mean, especially, he scored the last 2 buckets. But right now it's critical because Jalen Adams is out. So to keep that scoreboard ticking over from the guard position, he's able to facilitate and handle it.
Sotto on the floor. Sunday Dedge. Big rebound, pulled down, got his own ball back and can't finish it. Had a couple of chances, still a 36ers ball. Courtside, John Casey.
Thanks, Dwayne. Yes, I'm here with Jalen Adams. He's just having his left ankle re-strapped. He gave me the thumbs up. He intends to check back into the game, but yeah, just taking the wind out of his sails. But they're going to re-strap it. They'll get him back out there as soon as they can.
Here it was again, just a little bit as he went to take off on Todd Withers' foot. You see Todd Withers making sure he's okay. The athlete knows that just a little bit stepping on the wrong part of someone else's foot never feels nice. Just nice, tighter taken. Should be good to go. Haven't yet been able to make hay while the sun's shining for them. With Adams off the floor. Leads all scorers. Yeah, Clark out there now again. Clark's got it now. He's got a deep bag of tricks as well. Hands it up. Travel the screen. Sotto a chance for the rebound. Couldn't pull it down. And it does come off the hand of Clark. And he's hobbling now. He had an ankle issue as well. He was talking about, so we'll see if he's okay. Another just little from Clark. Oh, there's proper extension. Sunday Ditch. To give the 36ers back the lead. McCarron. Sotto. Single figure shot clock. McCarron. Up fake. Danced in. Handed it back out. They need it off balance. Air ball. From Dusty Hannes. Kings get another chance to take the lead. I'd like to see waving his magic hands up. Rob Bruce. Can't fill it. Finds the bucket.
This is what he should have played. Carrying it. Great battle here. Someone who's been there and done that. Player on the rise. Johnson's baseline and to the bottom of the net. Adelaide in front for the first time.
He's been their target. Like I said, those 21 points a game. And you can see why when he's in this type of form. This is a tough shot. This is a guy that's 6'10", and even with a real strong defender on him, just creates that separation, the little shoulder drop, and then the step back to create that space, and he knocks it down. That is a tough shot, made to look easy by Daniel Johnson.
And it was defended very well. Distance working on Harris. Tough shot. Can't finish it. Thought he was fouled. No whistle forthcoming. Here's McCarron. Up tempo. Ditch. Good screen from Harris. Working into the corner. Go back to the Daniel Johnson well. It's time he facilitates the ball inside. Sunday Ditch is foul. Free throws to come.
Good cut by Ditch. DJ with the ability to pass the ball, shoot the ball, score on a post. He can hurt you in so many ways. You're right, there's Jalen Adams. Just fell asleep a little bit. Ditch was able to get in front of him. But need to be more. Jalen Adams need to be playing more ball side. Has some help there. Get over the top of it. It becomes pretty tough. It's 2 shots. They're free throw.
Averaging 12 points a game, Sunday Ditch. He's hit more threes than any other Adelaide player. But that number is 31. He's hit in 22 games. And look back again. Here's the indication, the lack of firepower from deep. Alice Withers has one. Take a good look and then decide not to tumble. So Adelaide on top here by 2. Almost 3 minutes played. Opening quarter, the Entertainment Centre in the City of Churches. Buoyant tonight. Adelaide Crows women's team winning the AFLW title. 3rd premiership for them. Congratulations to them. Here's Daniel Johnson with it. Withers work back door. No passing lane open. McCarron. Single digits on the shot clock. Troy from his opponent. Johnson. Top of the key, fires unsuccessfully. Rebound count 4-2. Adelaide at the moment. Cooks penetrating. Nice edge.
That's why he is so tough. Get the rebound, and he's a one-man fast break. Nice tough finish. Mark Cooks.
Edge with it. Now Johnson. Shot clock to 10 as McCarron joins in. Gets away from Adams. Nothing on offer. Hoping to get the ball down to Johnson on the baseline.
Here we go.
Nothing
One more. Here we go.
on offer. Animated CJ Brick. Coach's challenge in the first quarter.
He was thinking,
He
he was
was.
having a good think about it. I think he lost a little bit of confidence in Mitch McCarron's appeal for that pass being touched.
Cooks draws a foul. Harris.
It's been the first half that really with this run that things have had him as he's got the last couple of games, really games. But beyond result against Perth, they're up 25, and against Tasmania, they're up 28. First half case.
They've been motoring. So Harris picks up his second foul. Sits down. Soto checks into the game. The new do as well. Almost 4 minutes played in the first. Adams exploring. This loss is putting for the moment. Could get it done from deep. Withers now Ditch. Working on Vasiljevic. Johnson. Mismatch down low in Jalen Adams. He gets a double team. There was 2 guards coming at him. He went on with it and earns a trip to the free throw line.
So crafty with the ball. He was able to create. He's got that little step back that time. He sees the defender overplaying a little bit, does the right thing with his sort of James Harden type, bringing up his arms underneath the defenders to draw that foul.
Adelaide by 2. Sydney, nice work there from Vasiljevic as he dives his way through the paint and finishes with the left hand.
Hard as the Reds. Opened up.
Now going to be called on Ronnie Swackle, his first personal. 4th team foul on Sydney here inside the first 5 minutes of the game. Look at Dejan Vasiljevic here.
That's the beauty when you are 5 out. You've got shooters. It's hard to come off Jarrell Martin when he's in the game because he's demonstrated it. He's probably more comfortable with his speed set shooting the 3-ball than he is in other parts of the floor. When you spread the defense like that, it opens up those driving lanes. You've got to do better.
Adams penetrated, rejected by Soto. Chance for Adelaide to get out and run. Ditch with it. McCarron joining in quickly. Withers. Hustle back from Sydney to prevent fast break from becoming productive. Sunday Ditch fires the 3 at the front of the rim. The 9 apiece. Middle stages of the first quarter. Range finder there. on offer for Sydney. Johnson, 6 points in the game on 2 or 3 shooting. Hustling up here against Martin, down to the baseline, shot clock at 10, steps through, and it works again. 8 points in the game for Daniel Johnson, coming off 28 against Brisbane last Sunday.
The broken patience of boys getting to this spot.
Adams comes up empty. The Kings 1 of 4 from deep. Adelaide none of 4 from long range. Johnson feeding edge, backdoor, shut down, and bloody work there from a core maker. Martin, Johnson on the retreat, muscles into the paint, banks 2, draws a foul.
Good rim protection by the young fella. Terrell Martin takes it in transition off the glass. And one good back door, but we didn't need to. You see sort of making coming over. He was trying to use the rim to protect him, but on that particular one, he's better off staying on the strong side just to get it up there. And that rim might have offered better protection than it did on that occasion. And at the other end, it's just the Sydney Kings putting their head down and trying to get to the cup. Made a bigger point of emphasis. That's the way they play. They're high octane offense and they're pushing it down the floor.
Right here, we're in Chicago. First play, we're in Chicago. Okay, get up into the ball, try to take it away. Let's see who takes it out. Let's run trap the first pass. All right, one pass and we're back. Oh, let's go a little bit. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
So Chase Buford, third coach of the Sydney Kings in the last 3 seasons. We saw Ian Clark in the background there. We're told that it was a groin injury that he sustained in the warm-up. Let's hope that's not too serious because Clark has been outstanding since joining the NBA.
That looks good on the resume, doesn't it? Sure does.
So 11 apiece. As we count down the last 4 minutes of the opening quarter from Adelaide. A little earlier tonight it was Illawarra defeating Brisbane by 31. Frank there, playoff credentials. Johnson fires, can't complete it. Maker beats Sotto to the rebound and off running as well. Fast break on offer here to Sydney. Martin bounces inside, gets the 2, draws a foul.
Maker, so talented. Gets the ball, pushes it himself, kicks it up to Martin. Let me get a bucket.
Yeah, that's right.
He is pushing that ball. He's pushing that ball like a point guard.
No, it is. When you got those big fellas coming in. Oh, they're saying the foul was before the shot, was it? No, I was good. It might be an and one. So that looked like it was a...
Looked like it was
situation.
Yeah, it did.
81% free throw shooter this season. Jarrell Martin, 61 of 75. He gets there more than any other player. In terms of overall numbers, Caleb Adams passing in terms of averages in terms of free throws taken. Sydney on top by 2. Mitch McCarron brings Adelaide back up the floor. Luke Wire onto the deck as well. Carron only taking the 1 shot so far. He's his second, and it was a good option as Harry Hickman takes the lead.
you're doing to other teams if you try and get out and run. And it's made the game a bit clunky, intentionally clunky. And as such, they've been beat a little bit a few times in the D-trans, but their offense has put them in a better position to deal with the defensive transition because of the tempo that they're playing in.
Daniel Johnson, 83 of 101 from the free throw line this season, 82%. Yes, man. Any other player for Adelaide? Most other players in the NBL, Bryce Cotton, superior numbers.
That last time out, you heard Chasey wanting to look at a double team on the first pass. He wants to do that to try and create some turnovers and speed up the game.
Vucinovic with it. Been effective so far. Goes to Glover. Turn. Wiley Bales. Back to Glover. He fires from long range and comes up with his first score in the game. Meyer brings Adelaide forward. A little over 2 minutes out from quarter time. Karen guarded by Glover. Screen from Kai Sotto. He's on with the drill. On and off. I think it's Johnson from outside. Very wide work. Maker grabs the rebound. Number 4 for him in that category to lead it individually. Adelaide lead the rebound count 10-7 overall. Vucinovic. It's with it. Nothing on offer. Glover. Cooks and Vucinovic, the only 2 starters on the floor for Sydney at the moment. Cooks knocked down out of court. I'll restart with 6 on the shot clock.
Minutes by PJ in the opening quarter. 9 points, 3 rebounds. Really got them going offensively.
6 on the shot clock. Miles restarts with Vucinovic. Lets it fly. Can't connect. And Palmer King. Brings Adelaide back up the floor. Smaller lineup. Wills, King, catch and shoot. A little deep with it. Danovich the rebound. 1 of 8 from long range, Adelaide. And 5 of 6 from inside the 3-point line tells a story. Danovich couldn't complete it, but then came up with a loose ball rebound. Cooks. Adelaide over him in terms of fouls already in this quarter. They swing it around the perimeter. Vucinovic gets a good look, and he makes the play. 8 in the game now for him, including 2 or 3 from deep.
This is great ball. Got to the right guy and 2 or 3 from downtown.
Sydney scored the last 6 points to retake the lead here. McCarron pushes his way and stripped over by Vucinovic. He's having a great opening quarter. Looks to go coasting with a shot down by King, who knocks it out of court.
I think that's a good call. No call. Went up there. Now it's Jay. So maybe that's shoulder. His shoulder. Hard to tell. This one.
Yeah. Find them difficult. No matter with the replays, it just goes to show you how tough it is for the referees when you can do multiple.
Yeah.
Looks in slow motion, you still can't make an definitive call.
It seemed like there was an opening, obviously evidence, but who knows? Talking to Chase about Dusty Hammers to come into this one. Is he complete?
I'm sure we're going to see him at some stage, but it just hasn't been his season, has it? Successful coach's challenge.
Right.
But on Dusty, he's played 19 games.
Challenge is successful. Call the floor be overturned. It'll be now blue ball.
Just 13 threes in total in 19 games, 24%. So
But he wasn't that. When we actually saw him, that wasn't. He couldn't hit a 3. But you saw that he could get to the flow, get to the rim.
yeah,
I offensively. Now, I know the take on him was his defence, but I'm surprised that he's been banished as much as he has. But when you're not there, you're not at practice, it's one that probably makes a lot more sense to those internally.
Duvermeyer shut down by Xavier Crooks. Kicks it alive though. Two on the shot clock. McCarron does fire. It's a tough one. Can't convert. Sivic is having quite the quarter. 8 points. Now a rebound. Steal as well. A look at the last play of the opening quarter. Hold the lead. Question is how many will they lead? Bales get a go. Maybe McCarron from half court. Off the money as well. First quarter concludes here. Both teams have held the lead, but at quarter time, it's Sydney on top by 1. Sydney 19, Adelaide 18, but he's still more to come here on the Hungry Jacks MBO. Quite an arm wrestle to get us underway in Adelaide. Both teams holding the lead at one stage. Adelaide were out by 5. The Sydney Kings scored the last 6 points of the opening quarter to take a 1-point lead into the break. 19-18 is the equation. And tonight's winner of the $50 Kmart gift card is Sally Lambert. I don't know that that's Sally Lambert.
No,
It looks like Luke Longley.
That's Harris.
And
That is Harris, the number 1 fan for the Sydney Kings. And all he does after the Kings play, call me and talk trash.
well, there you go. Sally Lambert's partner, mine. Bad mistake there. Die-hard fan he is. And he's on the blood of Corey. Wouldn't be getting much talking time. There'd be a bit of listening time going on there. But Adelaide with the possession. Arrow looking to retake the lead. Hits. Tad Dupermeyer. Step back. Fires. Can't connect. Bananovich grabs the rebound. So, Pacific still going with this roster. It's up there in terms of starters. Why not? Because Blood is cooking at the moment. 2 from deep. 4-point lead for Sydney.
Well, they're second in the league in three-point field goal percentages, and you can see why. It's been the three-point line, as we alluded to in that first quarter. That's been their strength in the game tonight. 4 of 8 from the three-point line, so really good shooting. They're only 36% in total, 50% from the three-point line, and you flip the script when it comes to the Adelaide 36ers. 1 of 9 from the three-point line. They've been 4 from the three-point line the entire season. And where they are second last, three-point field goal percentage. In fact, they're second last in field goal percentage as well. That's been much better tonight at 35% total. having a look at the shots and the shooting percentages of both teams. Look now.
Soda Stream shot chart for you there. Stadanovic hands over now for Cooks. The stages of the second. Play sort of keep this close as long as they can. Vasilievich into double figures, 10 points for him now.
It is, but Kaiso's going to do better. Close out. You don't have to leave your feet. Use your legs. Close out. Then shuffle those puppies and keep them in front. That was as easy as you can get from DJ Vasilievich.
He is in a nice groove at the moment.
Well, that's like a defense he should be.
Well, again, Elates can't get it. Meyer the rebound, straight back to work. On it, Soto could handle the pass. Out of court, turnover number 5 for Adelaide. Sydney has 2 in that category.
Just with a direct pass, just that one there. Just throw it anywhere at about 10 feet. Kai Soto will go get it. Wasting that tight, that close to the red corner.
I agree. Keith.
Adelaide need to hang tough here. Soto did well, but can't prevent Cooks from adding another 2 to his tally. 4 points for him. Sydney has scored the last 13 points here to lead by 8. This is where Adelaide needs to steady the ship. It's dried up at the offensive end. It's on the deck. Arvin King gets another look. This time he makes the adjustment and comes up with the finish.
He's hit by the young fella. Just let him go. Unlucky early. Gets that one to go.
Fires can't connect. King had it momentarily. Now they're going to 2 for 1. King against Glover. Let him extension between Kenny and it's a rebound. Traffic fails. Smith King hands the edge. Wants to go on with it. Block the foul called on Sunday edge of second person.
They are a tough cover. Again, the offensive transition, putting enormous pressure on
the defense.
Playing in the D-trans. At the time there, Sunday Ditch got quite able to get his feet in front and a good take.
And why is it so tough is everybody has the green light to action and transition. So it's not like you just look for the point guard, clog it up versus one way. Everybody's attacking that basket.
Sam Bales, he's impressed with this season. I'm not sure what we're going to get out of him after college early. A lot of the Adelaide fans have got out of him. It's pretty good, if you don't mind.
Very nice work, Riley Bales, and all the Adelaide fans. Code word is energy. Anywhere in South Australia, get the 100 Jacks and say, Riley Bales, or be a burger. I'd like to collect.
That's the rim protection by Xavier Cooks.
He's at the offensive end as well, firing over Harris. Get it done. Almost grabbed his own rebound, and now Dupuy off and running. Sunday Edge caught it in rhythm. It's off the mark. Maker grabs the rebound. Starting to even up on the boards. Adelaide lead that count 17-14. Vasilievich can't contain him at the moment. Look past Daniel Johnson, beats Bales, whose penetration again. Step past Harris. Now going to be caught. Xavier Cooks, second personal.
Check out and have a seat. It's like young Galloway.
Cooks sits down, 4 points. Game so far. These teams played back in round 13 points. He's a monster. 25 arms, 10 rebounds, 5 points, 10 rebounds. Hellacious start. Johnson's got it from Sunday Edge, open up for Big Man. He's got an even dozen now. Half of Adelaide's output will come from the DJ. Just keep playing from him.
Yeah. He's been given a lot of space and time. Offensive end.
Adelaide scored the last 6 points here. Still scoring in May, but
Just have
Johnson to target off the bench. Solomon Maker was going to pick up the foul. His second team foul on Sydney in this quarter. Adelaide is trying to control the tempo here on their terms. So they don't want to get into a shootout with the Sydney Kings.
What you want to do is take your time, use the shot clock, run your offense all the way to the end, and get the ball in DJ's hand. Simple.
Ditch. With it. And coming up with the goods. His first field goal of the game draws Adelaide back.
Tough hit by Dish.
Adelaide has 5 in that category. Time in the game, Adelaide has 5 in that category.
Scoring games. It's their best chance. This scoreline, low scoring game. It's their best chance.
Game. Pass intended for Karen. Down out of court by Adams. We've got 7 on the shot clock. Pass intended for Karen. Down out of court by Adams. We've got 7 on the shot clock. Karen restarts. Johnson to close range. He's fouled. Jarrell Martin. Karen restarts. Johnson to close range. He's fouled. Jarrell Martin. First personal for him. More free throws for Johnson, who's 3 of 4 from the free throw line so far.
Looking for the hot hand. Gets it to him. Who does this foul? Now he has an opportunity to tie this game up. Get a little breakdown there, mate. Earlier this month. Sydney up 2-4 on half out. From half time. Jamaica.
That is true. They take nothing away from him, but his defense is not.
Ito. Tinanggal ko na yung BBN. Ayan. Bukod sa konti na lang tayo, wala na yung BBN. Di natulag.
Galloway. Now Adams. Communication there. That's what they were trying to get going. Things ball into the corner. Shot looking ball there for one. It's Wakalabulli. 1 of 4 from long range in this quarter, the Sydney Kings. McCarron invited to take the shot by Maker. He's not buying at the moment. Penetration eventually
over to Johnson, and he's fouled taking the three ball. Foul on Adams. It's going to be his third personal. Wow.
That's what happens. They know he's the main man. He's got half their points. TJ's got 14 to the 28. So it's a hard closeout, but that one...
That was not a foul you needed to make.
Just need to run by him and put some pressure. If he makes it, he makes it. You know, when you're Jalen Adams, Corey Homicide's picked for the MVP. Doesn't need to be making that foul.
You can't make that foul. You already have two.
But as you said earlier, this favors Adelaide. This is a jumped up game. It is ugly. Man. What this stage is just a rhythm, and this is something that, like we said, is great for the Adelaide 36.
Perfect.
That's what they need to do.
He was scoring about 30 points. 32. Keep giving the ball to that man on screen. 17 now. BJ and the smiling CJ Group is enjoying what he's seeing. Kings lead by 1. As many as 8 earlier in this term.
VIP box, nagtatanong kung saan, ano. Ito muna na tayo sa VIP box. Nagtanggal tayo ng VPN. Hindi na tayo naki-feed dito, no, sa NBL. Ito, hindi pa ito delay. Kaya lang, medyo hindi lang HD.
Offensive foul is going to be called here on Tom Withers for the hook.
And I don't say this disrespectfully Marshall, but the fact that Marshall's in this game and Dusty has is not...
Dahil Soto, meron ng 3 points.
He's not injured. And then I think maybe hamstring managed. They've, for this game anyway, put you 2 in the rack with him.
Wheeling to the top of the big, can't complete it. Well done, Bales, just attempt that to advantage and then scurry after it. Silivich draws a foul on Marshall. Did that intelligently and will be going to the free throw line. Well, that's interesting because when these teams play, Adelaide led by 5 in the last quarter, back in round 13. Doesn't have to finish 24 points in that game. Right now, it's coming a lonely figure at the end of the Adelaide 36's bench. Yet to be used here. 2.5 away to half time. Good night at the office though from Deja Vasiljevic. As I mentioned, he averages 11 points a game. He's about to surpass that. His free throw shooting is 85% on the season, 22 of 26 coming into this game. He's 41 threes at 38%. He's really good as he gets back healthy because prior to that injury, he was in the conversation for Rookie of the Year. Yep. He's a gun. He's a flat-out gun. And so to see him come back, and Jack White come back the same way pre-injury, it's a great thing. It's credit to them both. Charlie Johnson falls into a tough one. Well done, Jarrell Martin. Good spinning Glover. Marks down low and comes up with 2 off last. So after Adelaide had shut this lead down, it's now grown again to 9. 8 left on the clock.
They can't score. CJ calls a timeout to try to stop the bleeding here because really poor shot. Now I know it's getting low on the shot clock, but they are the ones that are hard to defend when it's that much of this. And CJ rightfully calls a timeout just to figure out a little something on both ends of the floor.
Locked out, right? Off the free throw and trying to make it. Listen. Then the D-trans, right? Lose the ball or we shoot the ball, just spread back the urgency that contains the basketball, fight the floor for that pass to go into the middle, and keep it hitting on it. Most things are in the bonus, fellas. So, look after the ball. Us offensively, on the fly, let's go with the drag straight.
Prior to that injury.
Drag, free throw, is done immediately. So the first time we're impressive. Otherwise, then the big drag, right? When you lose the ball or we shoot the ball, wide punch. That punch
This guy is diving to the rim, pull behind, and it's make great decisions out of it. Here you go. Lock up on D. DJ. You gotta be balanced right now.
That balance is referred to that last shot, I think, where he was clearly significantly off balance and just wants to make sure that we want to play through you because you got more than half the points. So they need him out there, but they need him to be taking good shots.
So McCarron brings Adelaide back up the floor. We move inside the last 2 minutes of the first half. Marshall with it. Taking off Cooks ambitiously. Can finish. Good work for Harris. Glover snatched it away from quickly up the floor. Mark gets Johnson. Talked out of the point to McCarron. Treats the situation. Adelaide running a game. Harris. The Marshall. Up. Back. Legs for Welsh. Adelaide running a swing around the perimeter. With it. Ready to go. And comes up. It's Cooks. 3 to go.
Has had a lot of opportunities, 2 or 3 from the field, played 14 minutes, but needs to be a little bit more proactive based on what we've seen here this evening.
Like that, man. Get to it. Another nice take and finish by Cooks. Not sure that's a drawn up play though. It's Nick Marshall, wide open look. But Marshall comes up with the finish.
Nice shot. Good follow through. This scoring is what we call foul. Yes, I don't know whether they call that in the United States. It's just a flush,
In the second three, Nick Marshall sees it. Gets the margin back to within 5.
Talking about Nick Marshall, I've heard a lot about him in regards to keeping his status on eligibility for the States. Is that right? Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that I'm getting confused.
Gave up $20,000.
Yeah.
TV money, so playing
Yes.
college.
Players are great there.
Great play. Got medalist. Southern Dragons and Southern Tigers in South Australia. Big names. Brandon might have started down there before the Melbourne Tigers enticed them across the border. Joe Ingles in that area. Luke Shancher playing the Chicago Bulls. It's a very hotbed of basketball.
No, it is. That's Video 1 in South Australia. Growing. Yes.
Unlucky early. McCarron, it's a good look. Completed though. McCarron 1 of 4 in the game. All the shots from deep. Chance for Sydney. Shot clock is going to be some seconds inside the game clock as we head toward half time. Wales feed Jerome Martin. Skip pass with Sidovic down low. Cooks. Travel. Situation getting way away. Shuffled the feet as he took delivery. Sydney turned it over for the 4th time. Adelaide has 6 in that category. So last play of the first half. That's the happy feet from Cooks. McCarron spinning on Martin down to the baseline. Needs to be enough. Harris for the finishing touches. What a creative play from Mitch McCarron to get the 2 for Harris, and they finish in style. A little bit of momentum for Adelaide. Close the gap to 6 at half time at Sydney 45, Adelaide 39.
Well, they do. This is just great vision by Mitch McCarron. He knew where the defense was coming from. He knew where his teammates were. He blows by Jarrell Martin and just a nice hook pass. That is
Beautiful.
That is real good instinctive stuff. And he could see the help coming and he knew who he was guarding and knew that Harris was going to be there. So great play to finish off the half to the Adelaide 36ers. And give them one CJ just a little momentum.
Ben Johnson's been providing the momentum. 17 points at half-time. He joins us now from courtside. DJ, well played. You're right in the frame here against the Kings. You must be happy. The way you've been able to control the tempo there in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, I think the last 6 games for them, they've been getting stops and running and really putting teams away from the start. So, we're just trying to control the tempo a bit. And I really like the effort from the boys.
You've been in a lot of games this season, but haven't been able to get across the line. What are you going to have to do here after half-time to make sure you have an impact in the final result?
I think just keep things the same. Our shots haven't really been dropped from outside just yet, so if we can get a few of them to drop, keep controlling the tempo, don't throw the ball away like we have in a few games this year, I think we'll be pretty good.
And one final one on Dusty Hannahs. We haven't seen him yet. Is there any concern with injury, or is it just his usage is down at the moment?
No, he's just coming back from a bit of a wrist issue on his shooting hand, so it's going to be hard for him to get out there and really make an impact at this point.
You're right in the frame here. Good luck in the second half.
Cheers, thanks, man.
Daniel Johnson speaking with us here at half-time. And after Sydney opened up a 9-point lead, Adelaide reeled them in to get back to within one before Sydney eke out a 6-point edge here. Half-time, Sydney 45, Adelaide 39. Stay with us here at the Hungry Jacks NBL. It's Saturday Night Hoops. Thanks for being with us here on Saturday night. The Hungry Jacks halftime highlights from Adelaide, where the Sydney Kings opened up a healthy advantage during that second quarter by 9 points at one stage, but Adelaide able to reel them in and close it down to 6 as
we hit the major break. Daniel Johnson doing a great job for the 36 with 17 points, including 8 of 9 from the free throw line. But City with many contributors, including Dejan Vasiljevic, who has 13 at the break. But things not going the way the Kings would have liked. They lost Ian Clark in the pre-game to an injury to the groin. And Adelaide just been able to control the tempo, slow things down and try and keep this in their wheelhouse at the moment. And the Sydney Kings 10-game winning streak, well, on the line. I think this will be tipping the Kings at this stage, but they're being made to work for it. Credit to Adelaide.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the key for the 36ers is to continue to try and find a way to get Daniel Johnson involved. He's been their main man with 17 points, and I just suspect that the Kings are going to put a little bit more attention into him, maybe have a look at their strategies with us with the 5. And outside of DJ, it's been tough going for the Adelaide 36, and it's been the DJ at the other end as well, DJ Vasiljevic with 13 points. Look at the field goal percentages for the Adelaide 36ers. Poor, 36 from the field, 31 from the three-point line. So given that they're not putting the ball in the hole with the efficiency which they normally would expect to, there is a lot of upside if they can continue to play. And they've got to find that balance between running the floor to get a cheap basket to try and help those percentages, and not letting the game get out of hand to get into that tempo where the Sydney Kings can start to get their running game going even further. And we saw some tough signs. Now, I know they made that last basket, but there were some tough signs towards the second quarter where you just felt that the Sydney Kings were starting to get a little bit more of the control of it. But if they can just find a way to get a few more cheaper baskets, that lift their percentages and make a few more from the perimeter, they'll be right into this game, the Adelaide 36ers.
Well, they've struggled all year with turnovers, Adelaide. Just 6 at half-time. Kings have only got 4, so they're looking after the ball. They just need to make good decisions and high-percentage plays, Corey, because they're not going to beat the Kings at running with them.
100%. Slow the ball down. Use the shot clock all the way to about the 8-7-second mark. Get the ball to the high percentage man. Who's that? Yeah. DJ. Give him the ball. He's going to make plays happen. Yeah. And he's a willing passer. Yeah. That's what I'm doing the rest of the second half.
Well, I'll tell you, on Tuesday night at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre, Crowded House were making some beautiful music, but the 2 DJs we've got going here tonight have been the standouts. Vasiljevic from the Kings, Daniel Johnson from the Adelaide 36. I was there, the concert, he'll fit. He is a genius. But this man, the way he's been able to create obviously a little bit more importance and respect and responsibility for him tonight with Jalen Adams in foul trouble, no Ian Clark, and he's answered the call.
And if you watch him, you've seen 3 baskets already with an executed up fake. He does a great job of showing the ball, gets it above his head, then rips it through, puts it to the deck. He does it as good as anyone as far as the up fake. In fact, I think he feels more comfortable shooting the ball like that because it gets him in rhythm. He's got the 13 points. He's 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line. You can see the numbers on your screen. I don't need to repeat them because it's mighty fine basketball by DJ.
Big tick next to his name and a big tick for Daniel Johnson for the Adelaide 36ers as well. Doing it somewhat differently. He can still hit the 3 ball, but 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Just getting inside, making Sydney play some D.
Yeah, I like that. There's a mismatch on the floor. If you put a guy like Cooks on him, he's taller than him and he can shoot over him. If you put a guy like Martin on him, he's still not going to be able to stop him. I mean, he's just tough. He's so smart. He gets to his spots, and you play off him, he can do that as well. So he's playing really good basketball right now, and that's why I'm saying keep going to the high end. Slow the ball down. Get him in the positions where he wants to get the position the ball at, and he's going to make plays happen.
Well, you look at their roster and you think, well, who else is going to get put up?
Who else?
Who else is going to get you that 15 to 20? It's hard to see it. Now, they can do it by committee and get them all going, but the percentages right now suggest that that's going to be a little harder to do than it is to say. So, milk that big fella as much as you can and see if he can do something special and carry the 36ers over the line.
He's led them in scoring the last 4 games. Can he make it 5 and drag them across the line against the Sydney Kings? We'll find out when you come back. Hungry Jack's Saturday night action here in the NBL. Stay with us. centre, another good crowd in attendance. Seeing Clark on his feet, but not playing because of a groin injury sustained in the pre-game. Kings have got some work to do here. A 10-game winning streak is on the line. Daniel Johnson is lighting it up. 17 points to beat his season best of 31, which he had back on March 4. So Kings with a possession arrow. Get us underway here in the third. Haven't seen a double-figure lead in this game at any stage.
And Adelaide got to do a better job of keeping the Sydney Kings out of the paint. They lead that gallery of points in the paint 18 to 10. And if they can just figure out how to take them out of their offensive transition, they are super dangerous.
Both teams back to their original starting five. Jalen Adams, who leads the league in assists, has not made one so far. Oh, wow. Cooks gets it done and draws a foul in the process. Nice play.
It was, and the defense was there. And you see Chase Buford laughing because he thought, how would this play even, how did this get executed? You'd see what they were going to, but it looked like the defense had covered it. And that's just Hiram Harris just not big enough. He was there. The one lost vision, and two was about 6 inches too short. Just need to elevate. If you've got vision, you can jump with it and make that a tougher catch for Xavier Cooks, but that was a beautiful pass.
The Kings strike first here in the second half. McCarron with it. On a 4 from the field. Hasn't taken a shot inside the three-point line. Has now. And scored since quarter time. Adams decides to fire. Tough shot on the front of the rim. Other than Swakala-Bullock to keep it alive. It's back to Adams. Swakala-Bullock will look. He's off the mark. Sunday Ditch the rebound. 5 of 15 from long range in the game, Sydney. 33%. McCarron exploring into the paint. Ditch outside. Good to beat this year. This time off the mark. Cooks the rebound and running. Swakala-Bullock. Jalen Adams. Mismatch with Withers. Harris takes over. That's a back shot. Clock to single numbers for Sydney. Decides to go solo. Make it fit. Johnson the rebound. Here's Withers. Big fires off the mark. Adelaide none of 3 since half time. Kings 1 of 4. Hasn't been a start either team would have liked coming out of the break.
It wasn't overly impressive body language either by Withers. He was a little disappointed, probably in the fact that come up short on that field goal attempt, that 3-point in transition field goal attempt.
Sunday Ditch called for the foul penalty, his 4th personal. That's what Adelaide 36ers didn't need for the best defensive player. 3 at halftime. Now that's number 4. He's going to have a seat. It's like 2 minutes of the third.
Well, I thought the same, but CJ he's made the switch. He's gone to McCarron on Adams now to try and protect Sunday Ditch from that fifth.
Looks in paint for a long time, but here's CJ Bruton alerting the referees to it. Suggested the trap on the play as well. Cooks goes down. Harris takes advantage of it. Down Main Street for the 2. Hiram Harris adds to his talent.
Yeah, Xavier Cooks fell over. Just tripped over his own feet. And no one was there to help. Have a look at Xavier Cooks, number 10 at the top of the screen. Hiram Harris, his man. Mitch McCarron trips him over. And no one there to protect the paint. So he doesn't get back in time and goes straight down the middle.
Adelaide at home again on Monday against the Brisbane Bullets, who a little earlier tonight suffered a 31-point loss to Illawarra. 108-77 was the scoreline there. Shot was late. Good games coming tomorrow your way as well. Another double-header. Now Adelaide starting to make a move. Gilpemire. Harris to his right, gets it next. And Johnson, the trailer, just catch and shoot. Knocks down the 3. DJ's got 20. Margin cuts at 4.
Good find on the perimeter. Good hit by DJ. 2 possessions.
game. There is a chance the streak can be broken. That 10-game streak.
Buckler bullet off the money. McCarron the rebound. Adelaide with their tails up at the moment. Gave Sydney all they could handle when they played back 6 weeks ago, around 13. Led inside the last 3 minutes. Here's Withers exploring, shoot down by Cooks. Good defensive pressure and winning it back for the Kings.
It is, and what will help the Adelaide cause of the Sydney Kings is to continue to fall in love with the free ball. They're 5 of 18, and it's not dropping for them.
Vasiljevic has opened the door. Harris marched through, came up with a loose ball. Johnson working hard for him. DJ on. DJ, excellent pass inside. Harris is finishing touches. Adelaide scored 7 without required to get back to within 2.
What I liked about that is the play before that, Harris found DJ for the 3. Nice take. Cooks, he's in double figures, 11 points, 4 rebounds to go along with that.
Johnson, the Duffelmeyer, Harris, McCarron. Penetrating, nothing on offer. Shot clock to 8. Duffelmeyer pulls the trigger on the 3. It's off the mark. Drill Martin the rebound. Going coast to coast with the left hand to come up with the 2. 9 in the game now for him.
What beautiful ball handling skills. Takes it off the rim, puts it on the deck, and handle it like a point guard out there. And strong finish at the rim too.
He's a quality talent. Duffelmeyer gets it back from Johnson. Here's Myron Harris firing the 3. Left-handed caught it deep. Good contest here from Duffelmeyer. Just did enough to keep it alive for Adelaide, who'll get it back off the restart.
Again, Myron Harris. Invitation to shoot 23. No one was running at him. Just said, no, we'll let you take that one.
Well, they're still looking for his first 3 of the season.
Yeah, the scout report said, hey, if he's wanting to take the 3, let it fly.
Let him knock down one before we want to clamp down. Duffelmeyer is Mojave King taking on Glover. 2 athletes go at it. Glover did well initially. Back to King. And he draws contact off to the free throw line.
Way to not give up on the play.
Really interesting character, Mojave King. And obviously hasn't had the season that he would have liked to feature in the Adelaide Advertiser today. And speaking about the fact that how do you keep motivated when the season's in the situation it's in? And he said, when you're a professional, you play to win every possession. And that's exactly what he did there.
Yes, he did.
He wanted to win that possession, and he stuck at it. You know, he was as high as 31 on NBA mock draft boards at one stage. He still feels he can attain that goal and wants to represent Australia at the Olympics. It's tough. He's 19 years of age, living in Adelaide by himself. He's on the road.
He's still a very young man. He's got a lot of development. And when you come into a league like the NBL and the expectations are so high that you're going to be a draft pick, an early draft pick, and you're working your way towards that, it's not an easy league to get that done. And to me, he's a tremendous athlete, needs a lot of work on his shot, and just an understanding of the game. When and how you got to create shots, it's just not quite there at the moment.
Adams working on McCarron to an opening, fires and comes up with the 3. His first triple of the game. He's got 7 points, just the 1 assist so far. Of course, playing with 3,000 at the minutes that you might expect him to have. Withers decides to fire from deep in the front of the rim, getting after it, McCarron. Nose for the ball, right place at the right time. He's top 10 in the league in rebounding as well as assists, and leads the competition in steals. It's Withers takes them on and earns a trip to the free throw line. Just on Mojave King, he was a roommate with Josh Giddey at the Centre of Excellence. So he's taking great delight in watching Josh Giddey do so well in the NBA. Motivating for him. Withers to the free throw line. 68% this season. Todd Withers, averaging 9 points, 4 rebounds in 25 minutes.
And not enough for this team. both him and Dusty Hannahs. If this team was going to do anything this season, they needed those two guys to be elite, and they haven't been that. They've been solid, they've had some good performances, but they have not reached the expectations or the requirements for what's around them.
Last season high of 17 for Todd Withers, just not enough.
Core Maker is a very talented young man.
Oh my word, he is.
Starting to dry up here for Adelaide, and the margin has crept out to 9 once more. 3.5 left on the clock in the third. Adams starting to have an influence, but it's Martin. A little out of line, it wouldn't work. They might catch a break, but they need to parlay that into points at the other end of the floor. Ivan King fires, it's off the mark. 1 of 7 from the field, including 1 of 5 from deep from Ivan King in this one.
A little bit too much on that one.
And when you get the big, all players license to grab it off the rim and push it, when it works, where they normally,
When they show their receiver.
correct. And on those circumstances, when you're playing that style, you do have to take the good with the bad sometimes. And for the Sydney Kings, it's mostly good.
Rushing to the hoop, Nicole Maker has been fouled. Bullock just feeling for the ankle at the moment.
Some really concerning signs from CJ Bruton right now with the Adelaide 36ers. They're looking like this is just getting way too hard, and the level of enthusiasm and the determination to get things right is not where it needs to be.
That's the replay. Well, Adelaide 36 have one home game to go, but Adelaide have got the Harlem Globetrotters stepping into town as well in July.
Breaking moves and ball handling wizardry. Do they dunk? They dunk. See the stars rattle the rim in the all-new in-game dunk contest. This is the team everyone can cheer for. The spread game show is coming.
It's a whole lot of fun. Go and see the Harlem Globetrotters. mbl.com.au/Harlem Globetrotters for your tickets. They start in Brisbane on Saturday the 2nd of July, head to Sydney, Perth, Melbourne, and finish in Adelaide Thursday, 14th of July. So get your tickets, Brisbane, Sydney, Perth, Melbourne, and finally in Adelaide. They will put on a very good show for you.
Love the Globetrotters.
You played against them.
I played against them. I was a Washington General, a New York National. God, I got paid to lose.
Here's a friendly roll there from Akua Maker. Margin into double figures for the first time in the game. Tip over 3 minutes out from three-quarter time.
Club make up 7 points, 8 rebounds, doing a good job on the boards in 10 minutes. Closing in on the double-double.
Sozo. Now Withers. Back to Duffelmeyer. Shot clock to 7. So trying to keep it alive. Well done, Duffelmeyer, but Karen knocks it out of court. Heads up play of the males. You can see the funny side of that. In fact, under Jalen Adams it was.
Good heads-up play by Karen.
Send it back to Duffelmeyer. Shot clock works to 6. McCarron tops the key, off the mark. It's been his night from deep, 1 of 5. Adelaide 6 of 27. Cool Maker to tail on the end line. Can't keep it alive, or does so, but only as far as McCarron. Look away, pass from Mojave King, who went to throw it down and maybe do some damage to the backboard and overcooked it.
Beautiful no-look pass.
He was high enough. Got that arm and just again tried to throw it down a little too hard. It got away from him.
So just 10 points in the third quarter for Adelaide. Back to a pass from Crooks to Glover. Danovich muscling his way in his try. Soto gave him some of his own medicine. Putting it back for Adelaide.
Sotto's got that ability to be that rim protector. He's not a great athlete, but with his size and timing, he can be that last line of defence to, when defences break down, to block some shots and help change the game that way as well.
12-3 is the run in favour of Sydney in the last 4 minutes. Adelaide have just trying to be offensive end completely. Johnson gets it now with 3 on the shot clock, forcing a very tough one by Bogdanovic. And wrestling for the rebound. McCarron does enough to win it back. His clubber doesn't like the call.
14 extra. Here we go. 14.
Sotto with it. Now King. Decides to go solo. Can't finish it. Pulls for Cooks gets after the rebound. Number 6 for him in that category is going to lead the charge as well. Bogdanovic nails, fires the 3 off the mark. McCarron, another rebound. Number 6 for him. Equal high for Adelaide in that category. Pass to the Luca one. Got it in. Not a lot of options, and they've turned it over.
Hey, it's weak flip back. Weak flip back. All right, guys, here we go. Get up, David.
Karen sits down. 3 points, 6 boards, 3 assists. Stagnant offense for Adelaide. Sydney Kings edge out to an 11-point lead. Vasiljevic stepping through. That's another 2. First score since half-time for Dejan Vasiljevic. And the margin continues to grow. Sydney has scored the last 7 here.
There's a breakdown too. Yeah, CJ Bruton in the background there. DJ Vasiljevic coming off that screen, and Harvey King not fighting over the top, trying to go underneath. Boom, the shot still able to get to the basket. Yeah, this is a foul. This has just been really hard work for Adelaide to score. Nothing even 27%. Excuse me, I'm exact. It's really 28, 27.8% from the field, 15 of 54.
3 of 21 from the field in this quarter.
Hard to win. Hard to win when that's the way you're shooting the ball.
Inside the last 30 seconds of the third quarter. Kings go to Cooks once more, and it's a good option. 13 points now for him.
Any excitement, enthusiasm from the fans have gone out of this. That makes it even harder for a team trying to generate some momentum and find a way to be inspired out here.
Little line.
Just going underneath every screen. Steps into the mid-range.
Knocks down the dribble. First points of the game. Little line, take it to 2. Margin 13. Three-quarter time arrives here, and the Sydney Kings do a great job to extend a 6-point half-time lead to a 13-point edge with 1 quarter to play. Stay with us, the Hungry Jacks NBL continues. The Kings look to make it 11 on the bounce. Thanks for staying with us here on a Saturday night from Adelaide, where Lifesavers have launched a new range of Fruit Tingles chocolate balls and chocolate block. It's available now in supermarkets. Look at Murray Magpie just making a fool of himself there, getting after it. The new chocolate range is a fun new way to enjoy the iconic and nostalgic Fruit Tingle Lifesavers that we all know and love. We've got burgers in Adelaide tonight, thanks to Hungry Jacks and Wiley Bales in the second quarter. Just need their team to fire up here in the last quarter and try and make a run at it. When these teams play in round 13, there's a seesawing affair in the last quarter. Adelaide in front, 3 minutes to go. Let's see what they can come up with here as we get underway. Possession arrow with the 36ers.
And they might need to rethink their tempo, Case, because when you're trailing it by 13, you've got to find a way to get some quicker baskets, look to perhaps a little bit more in transition. It's only 12-point quarter they're coming off in that third quarter. And that's a good start. Again, going through DJ, the penetration, a little bit of help, and able to thread the needle down low in traffic.
DJ, the only starter on the floor for Adelaide at the moment. Luca Meyer, Sotto, Nick Marshall, and Mojave King out there. So they've got the young guns out there. Vasiljevic off the mark. He's called off after having 8 in the opening quarter and 13 at half time. It's 15 now for Vasiljevic. Luca Meyer's pass put King too much heat on it. Turnover number 8 for Adelaide.
If you're looking at this game, you'd think that it would be more riddled with turnovers, but 8 to the Adelaide 36ers, 10 for the Sydney Kings. Now, they obviously would like to be doing better, but it's not horrific. Just the field goal percentage shooting hasn't been where you'd normally expect it to be.
Elliott play, close range, Marshall comes up with the finish.
Really nice.
5 points in the game for him, so a new career high. Early stages of his career for Nick Marshall. Branovic, Cooks, Vasiljevic. Exploring, shot clock at 7, goes on with the dribble. Hurried out of the points by Mojave King. Putback wouldn't work there either. Adelaide, after doing the hard work, have coughed it up. CJ Bruton's trying to remain positive in the background.
So nice. Beautiful pass and finish by Marshall.
Alan Adams with it. Attempts to for Meyer. Find a way pass. Retreat to Vasiljevic. Shot clock at 2. Going to have to get it off. Couldn't get it going, but Adams kept it alive there. Good hustle from the Kiwi. Cooks marches into the paint and adds another 2 to his tally. 15 now.
That was just too easy. Good job by Bogdanovic on the old boards. Giving his Kings another opportunity.
Sotto goes back toward the King and gets it back. Rolls to the hoop, adds the 2, draws a foul. 7 in the game now for him.
Nice give and go play. Now they're slowly starting to get some type of energy on the offensive end. Getting buckets as a result of it. Good backdoor by Mojave. Nice give and go.
First year of a 2-year deal with Adelaide for Kai Sotto. A good match there last month where he led the team in scoring at 14-7 against New Zealand in the win there and came up with a dozen points in Melbourne. And work in progress, but certainly on the up. Kai Sotto. Johnson grabs the rebound. Number 7 for him in that category. There with 20 points. Coming off a 28-8 game against Brisbane. Points for the count. Chance of a 3-point play as Dupermeyer makes it happen.
Sydney Kings need to be careful with this possession game. It is. It's just kind of lulled them into this situation, and when the Sydney Kings, their offense goes off the boil a little bit, I think Chase Buford can sense it as well. Just needs to tidy a few things up. And being had a breakdown on the offense, but the defense is probably shown to be the area that he'd focus on.
Adelaide back in the frame here. Sydney 66, Adelaide 60. Just 2 points for Sydney so far in 2.5 minutes of this final quarter, and Chase Buford's trying to get them back on track. It's no Ian Clark, who joined us late, injured a groin in the pre-game and warmer. As Andrew Gay suggested, Adelaide just hanging around and almost like a librarian, sneaking up behind them, and all of a sudden, their 11-point lead and a 15-point edge late in the third has evaporated. They were down 15 deep in that third quarter, and since then they've outscored Sydney 11 points to 2, bracketed across three-quarter time. If you're looking for more action, well, your own personalised NBL highlights and content is now available with the NBL Fan Channel. Don't miss a minute of the action from your favourite team, players, and the games of the season. Register now for free and start building your own content. nbl.com.au/channel. You can get to work. Kings come up empty again.
Yes.
They are 1 of 8 from the field here in the final quarter, and Adelaide are looming large. Johnson fronting Cooks, gets it now. Spins baseline, not a lot on offer. Shot clock works to 5. Patiently with it, picks up the dribble now. The pass was Soto, setting a big challenge. And Danovich is playing some good minutes here.
Putting his strong body. Sotto and neutralizing him.
Yep, he hasn't scored for Danovich, but he's got 5 boards and a steal and an assist. And just playing some good strong D with the body.
He's an energy guy. When he comes in, gives him a little spark. And Sotto didn't do a whole lot wrong there. Xavier Cook's running. Just a little bit of whiplash by a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. But to put in context what the Adelaide 36 are doing, they trail it by 6, but they've been able to hold this powerful offensive unit, the Sydney Kings. Over the last 3 games, they've averaged 99 points a game, shooting at 55% from the field and 43 from the three-point line, and so far held to 66 points and 28% from the three. So they've got the game very much on their terms, and what do you get? Double burgers.
If you like.
Already got the burgers?
Might be worth asking about. Ollie Bales helped out missing free throws in the second quarter. So a chance for Adelaide to edge a little closer once more. They put Sunday Ditch back onto the floor, playing with 4 fouls. They might do his offense though. McCarron travelled, got in the air, nowhere to go.
Yeah, he definitely did. Headline what?
Opportunity missed. They're hanging tough here at the moment, Adelaide.
They are hanging tough. When you think about it, you have no Ian Clark. Jalen Adams is 2 of 6 with 3 fouls and 7 points. So the usual impact that he has on games, he's not having in this game. Although that was a really good pass.
It was a nice pass. It's almost like he's prepared to defer to the other guys. This game's pretty much in control. Only had the 6 field goal attempts.
Harris, undersized against Makua Maker. Forces away pass. Gets it done. Chance for a 3-point play. Hiram Harris has stayed with it.
And that's why I'm a fan of his.
Yep.
Hard. Most people wouldn't even attempt to try this move on a defender that big. He puts him in the bucket and one.
Just think of this Adelaide team, and there's a lot of hard luck stories that they can tell, and they are genuine. But you think Bairstow in that lineup, a healthy Isaac Humphries, and a little bit more productivity in the imports, not that far away.
That's why I had them as a top 14. Me too. Adams, foul called on Marshall. Second team foul on Adelaide in this quarter. And Harris is coming off a career night against Brisbane last Sunday. He had 12 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. As you can see, Adelaide here in the fourth. Moment, quarter, they are able to win. Adams against Marshall. Martin in traffic, good footwork. They worked to the opening and came up with 2, so he's in the double figures. 11 points in the game for him now. Margin back to 8. Middle stage of the final quarter. Harris heading back to Sunday Ditch. Gets to the elbow, fires, completed. Adams the rebound. Might have to get back in a hurry. Forcing his way over the top of Withers is called for a charging foul.
Very well. Where Martin was going, got in the lane, and there you see it. Just that's a charge. Oh,
Will there be a coach's challenge here on this?
it is.
Chase Buford's rolling the dice here in the fourth quarter. 5 and a bit minutes left on the clock. Like the call.
It looked pretty basic that was going to be a charge. Just runs over him. It's a charge.
That's a block.
That's a block. Okay.
I like it. Someone will be right.
Well, one of us will be.
Yeah.
Maybe. My record is putrid
Face it.
when it comes to these reviews.
Well, here's a chance for one of you to get some coach's challenge confidence in the commentary box leading into the playoffs.
That's
Feel good about yourselves.
Coaching challenge is unsuccessful with balls at the fourth stand. Offensive now will play well. Hopefully, time out and it's coaching challenge.
Certainly Withers is still moving across, but Martin really charging into him as opposed to there being space for him to try and work past and draw a foul on Withers. I can presume as they looked at that. Nostradamus gaze in the corner over there, but
No, just down the middle to me, but I'm not sure what Corey was looking at, but Corey. Always excellent.
8-point ball game. Important for Adelaide here to get something happening at the offensive end. Just continue to score more pressure on Sydney. Draws a foul on Glover, and now they're over the limit, so free throws to come, and McCarron to the free throw line.
Well, when you're struggling from the field, some help. The Adelaide 36ers, provided they can knock down free throws. Put some attack on the rim.
Actually good from the field in this final quarter, 5 of 6, but the problem was that they were 4 of 21 in the third quarter.
That's what we've seen from the Adelaide 36ers there in times, even against the better teams, and they've had some huge wins.
Yeah.
Melbourne,
Big Melbourne,
already,
big Perth.
Big Perth already, so they can compete, but they'll just go through periods in games where they lose control, whether it's on the offensive end or defensive end.
Sydney up 6. Cooks lost his way inside and off glass, banks another 2 to continue his nice evening. 17 points, 7 rebounds. 3 blocks. Defensive rebounds to maybe Cooks tonight as well. Sunday bench. Harris tipped it in for him.
Again, just good hustle. Right place, right time, gets in there, ball goes his way, puts a hit on it, able to get the tip in.
Back-to-back double-figure games now for Hiram Harris. Cooks fires the 3.
Oh yeah, you know.
Cooks.
You know when he started hitting some threes, his
points, 7 rebounds.
Somewhat quietly too. Knocked down that three, but it's just been chipping away.
Marshall back to Withers, who works on Martin, up beyond him, and called for a travelling violation. They'll turn it over once more. Number 12 for them in that category. Sydney has 11 turnovers. So Daniel Johnson checks back in. 9-point ball game, 4 minutes on the clock. Johnson, 20 points in the game, along with Cooks, has that number at their teams. Adams, rolling Cooks for the pass. It's deflected and unsighted, I think, as well there, Cooks.
We wanted it up. He wanted it at the rim. And he's jumping up for the alley-oop. The ball came directly to him when he was in the air.
Edge with it. McCarron. Johnson available. Look inside. Pass was cut out by Glover. Beats it. Adams, who comes up with the 2. So he's got 9 in the game now, Jalen Adams.
Not sure what Daniel Johnson saw as he tried to make that pass. Just threw it to the defense.
Margin back to double figures with us. Connect from deep. He's 1 of 5 from long range with us. A little over 3 minutes out from the decision as the Kings close in on week number 11. Shot clock at 7. Adams, Martin, spinning baseline against Johnson and coming up with 2 more.
He's got great body control for a big fella. That's a spin move with a big unit. Doing it at pace and still able to have the control to kiss it off the glass and make a really good play at the rim. A tough play, Lookers. And he's just so athletic and plays well within the system. Doesn't seem to panic or go out of the system when he's not getting his shots. Plays well with the other guys. He's a star in our league. Jalen Adams is getting all the headlines, but he's a high quality player.
Yes, he is. Like, he's got the drop, the Rover's got to sit in, right? Make it go weak side, the Glover on that. On the offensive end, again, we need to make some shots, but we got to keep the pace in the game. So on the drag screen right now, it's Taz bringing it down here. This trailing big, those send that screen away for the guard to come up here. If you don't get it, if you can't turn the corner and get 2 feet in the paint, we got this here, turn it back around in a twist action, we're playing downhill. Hey, keep pace, stay at the rim if we turn the corner, but if you're open, you got 2 threes. Here you go.
And Sydney Kings team, for all the greatness we've seen throughout the course of their existence in the NBL, this is only been the second time that they've won 11 games in a row in the same season. The first time it ever happened was back in 2006, where they set a club record of 15 wins in a row. So it's a really impressive run the Sydney Kings are on.
Sunday Ditch is off the triple. Arching. Still in double figures. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Adams. He comes up with the answering 3.
It's a sign of a good team when things get tight, you can flick the switch and get things happening. Martin, time Adams, got some real weapons, Cooks.
Hustle for the rebound. Glover came up with it. Now Cooks gets it from Sijovic. Over to Adams. Inside the last 2 minutes from Adelaide. Adams. Showtime and tipping help came from Xavier Cooks. He keeps working hard. Game high 22 points now for Xavier Cooks. 10 of 12 shooting. Another very productive night as Daniel Johnson hits the 3D. Very productive. Gets it back from Sunday Ditch and knocks down the triple.
You know who also is really productive was able to contribute without impacting or being taking things away from his teammates. And he's been, again, very efficient tonight. Got his 8 points, he's 3 of 3 from the field, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Not startling numbers, but really important numbers for this team.
A steal and 2 blocks. Stat filler.
It's a tough stretch for the Sydney Kings. After this game, the Tuesday night appointment against the Breakers, then on Thursday they're at Illawarra. Matchup that's going to be. Look forward to that one. The game coming up against Adelaide at home on Sunday the 17th, which is their next home game. Final home game of the season, Sunday, April 24 against the Illawarra Hawks. Tremendous conclusion to Hungry Jack's NBL regular season. Playoffs to commence last weekend in April. And one season decided today. The Melbourne Boomers won the WNBL Grand Final, 2-1 over the Perth Lynx. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, congratulations to them. After they had it tough, they got beaten badly in game 1 and only won by a point in game 2 in Perth. So for a team that went in with a lot of expectations and really they were the favourites for most of the season. The talent they had, they eventually got the job done. Well done, Guy Malloy and the team.
Sydney Kings get it to go. Pitch fires quickly. That's short as well. Should keep it alive.
This, like they did their previous few games, and feeling like that everything is 100% on track. It's hard to stay at that level for long periods of time. So they haven't played their best, but they'll still come away with a nice on-the-road win.
Terrell Martin fires the 3 off the mark.
But they'll know that they need to do better than what they
wake-up call
that they did tonight.
Well, Hunter had it rejected by Martin with some authority as well. Coming across. Block shots 6-5 Sydney's way. But look at Martin here. Timed it brilliantly. That out of here. Cooks leads that category with 3 blocks in the game. Top 3 in the competition in that category. Dupermeyer, long range 3, and he comes up with the finish. That's 7 in the game now for Ted Dupermeyer, including 5 in this final quarter. Margins 9.
I'll tell you what, that Illawarra Sydney game is going to be huge.
Some big games coming up. Cooks with love a baseline. Back, travel. He'll turn it over. Continuation wave away. Been a good night at the office. Xavier Cooks, 22 points, 8 boards. Dupermeyer stood off him, so he fires again, this time unsuccessfully. Cooks adds to that tally. Had just 1 rebound short of a double-double. Martin shares with Adams. Just used the block here. Attracted the double team. Look at Martin. Ball spins out of court.
Just a little too unselfish then. Just coming in from, could have dropped it off. I thought we were going to see a little wind-up of an explosion at the rim. Just thinking about his teammates. And
Adelaide come forward here. 9 stages of the game. Dupermeyer beats Marshall. Pulls up for the jumper and knocks down another 2. So career night for Nick Marshall. 7 points. The Sydney Kings have had this under control for the vast majority of the game. They are going to run out winners here by 7 points and collect their 11th consecutive win. The Sydney Kings make it 16 wins on the season, 11 on the bounce as they defeat Adelaide here 84-77.
well, I think the margin was bigger than the actual scoreline indicated. The Sydney Kings were able to maintain a lot of control for a lot of the game. And although they weren't at their best, they did what they had to do to get the win. And they'd still be happy with this. 11 in a row is extraordinary when you consider the parity that exists in the competition. To reel off 11 wins is an outstanding achievement. They've got a lot of talent, shaping up well for bigger things that lie ahead.
Well, out of those 11 wins, that's 7 times it's been by single figures. And as you say, it just goes to show the parity within the league, but they keep finding a way. And when things aren't going your way, you lose a star player in the pre-game warm-up, like they did with Ian Clark tonight, and then Jalen Adams gets into foul trouble, and you can still find a way. In the final analysis, the 7-point margin perhaps flatters Adelaide a little. It was as big as 15 in the third, cut out to 15 again in the final quarter. But Xavier Cooks is output like a player of the game, and you did it in style, Xavier. Congratulations. The roll continues, 11 in a row.